What's up? This is your girl, Coach Hall here, and I just wanted to pop in again and let you know about renewals for auto insurance. Like, we hate those, right? Yes, we do. We hate those, okay? I receive calls all the time from people calling in saying, oh, my auto policy renewed and why is this? I'm going to switch over to another insurance company. And what I tell them is the same thing they tell us. You know, we all have to have the insurance coverage for auto. And they tell us the same thing. It's all about inflation. Okay, inflation. It sucks, but it happens. Okay, it does. And usually policies can offer some types of discounts, like a drive safe and save discount where you download an app that would provide you coverage that would monitor your driving, but at the same time, it won't hurt your policy. It won't say, oh, they're speeding all the time, it's going to increase your policy. It doesn't do that. It pretty much lets you know that, okay, you need to be aware of this, be aware of that. Don't do this, you shouldn't do that. It pretty much just lets you know what's going on. But people just don't want to provide the coverage on their insurance, which could save them a good little discount, on their car insurance. But I definitely understand, how renewals will always, 9 times out of 10, they will increase. And that is the worst when they increase, because a lot of times that increase can be major. Okay, it could go from $60 to $100, depending on how many cars you have on your policy. But this is the thing. So what you'll do is start shopping around for coverage with other companies, and what they'll do to get you in is pretty much provide you maybe just a tad bit cheaper car insurance for your auto insurance for your car, right? And then when that renewal comes around, it's going to be the same thing. It's the same thing. All insurance companies have access to all insurance companies' information, okay, about your car. All right, so there's no escaping it there. They all communicate and talk to each other. Well, not really talk to each other. Okay, but they all communicate or stay in communication or have access to your entire history, insurance history. So anyone you've ever had insurance with, any insurance agency can get that information, okay? So it's not like you'll shop around for a different policy and, oh, you thinking you're going to save something or do something better. You might be for that first 6 months, but guess what's going to happen after that 6 months? It's going to renew and you're going to be back in the same situation. The best thing to do, I would say, is to ask what kind of benefits can you add to your policy to save you some money on that policy each month, or each policy term, right? So that's pretty much what you want to do. Find out what discounts are available. If you're a homeowner, you can receive a discount for that. If you have multiple cars, you could receive a discount for that. And in certain states, you could take a driver training course. And you don't have to have any like major things on your driving record to take this course. You could just take this course if you're a good driver. And good driver is 9 times out of 10 a discount on most policies with most companies as well. So, like I said, just ask about your about the discounts that's available. But that driver training course is something new I've never heard of before, but the state of Texas has it. And you take a course online, and then they print you out or provide you with a certificate of completion, and you can pretty much use that certificate to get a discount on your auto insurance for 3 years. So it's not that much of a discount. It may be 5 to 10%, depending on the insurance company, how much they're willing to discount you for with that with that little benefit there. But yeah, so the best thing to do is find out, how you can, what benefits are available to add to your auto and home policy to help you out. Okay, because it's stressful looking for auto insurance all the time. It is. And another thing, always check around for auto insurance, like compare prices. And like I said, you do have to be aware. So what you could do is ask the insurance company, like, how much would your policy possibly increase once it renews? So that's something, if you're shopping around for auto insurance and you say, oh no, this policy is too high with this company and I'm going to shop around. Make sure you ask that question. Hopefully they'll be honest and not try to give you some little crazy explanation, or pretty much not explain anything to you and just make you feel like, your policy is going to stay that price the whole time. Yeah, that sucks. It really does suck. But we all suffer through that. Even as agents, we suffer through that. If you have a car, you're pretty much going to suffer through that inflation increase once you renew your policy. So yeah, what other questions or concerns people may have about auto renewals? Let's see here. What can I think of? That's pretty much it. Yes, definitely ask what kind of benefits that you could offer. And some insurance companies also offer, if you have your payment to reoccur, if you set up reoccurring payments so that your payments get drafted each month, that will be an added discount. Multi-line is having multiple policies. Like you can have a life policy, you can have 2 or 3 cars. You can get a discount for that. Good driving record will 9 times out of 10 provide you a nice little benefit then as well. And so you could probably rack up about 20% discount, on your policy per term, which is the 6 months. Yeah. So, that's what I say. Just ask what kind of discounts you can add to your policy to reduce that payment and that stress, right? But yeah, that was pretty much it. I just wanted to explain that because a lot of people don't know to ask if there are any benefits, discounts that can help with their policy. So definitely ask that, and make sure you know what you're getting into, because like I said, you may leave one company all to go to another company and a year later be in the same boat. Okay, paying the same price. Yeah, because they all connect, they all work together, so they know what other insurance companies would charge you. So it's like a no-win situation with insurance. They pretty much stay up to date, know what each one is doing. So yeah, you're just gonna get what you're going to get with them. It sucks. Yeah, auto is the worst. When it comes to insurance, having insurance coverage, I feel like auto is the worst. It shouldn't be necessary, but doesn't it make sense if something was to happen? It does, especially if you have a brand new car. Because nowadays you need a brand new car, at least a 2022. Right? And if something was to happen to that car, you don't want to be riding around with your bumper hanging off and you can't afford to cover it, or you got hit by someone who didn't have insurance. So now your insurance got to cover it. You wouldn't want to have to pay out of pocket for anything. Oh, that's another thing. Okay. So when you thinking about your auto insurance, you have the option to get underinsured and uninsured and uninsured and why I can't remember what I was gonna say. Underinsured And underinsured and uninsured coverage. Oh my goodness, I had a brain fart. Underinsured and uninsured. What that means is if you were to get in an accident with someone and they didn't have insurance, or they didn't have, say they just have a liability, you can purchase on your policy underinsured and uninsured insurance or coverage, so that if something was to happen to your car, you'll be able to get it repaired. Because of course, if they don't have coverage and they hit you, the only thing you could do is sue them. It sucks, but it's true. They probably get some tickets and fines from the police officer. That comes if they come. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing, okay, is if you were to have a let's say you hit something that's not another car. Let's say you hit, you know how those little poles be different places, like in a drive-through, they have that big yellow pole in a lot of different places. You've probably seen it before. But let's say, or like when you get out the car and your car door hits like some type of pole or something, and causes some damage on your car. A lot of times, stuff like that would be, most people would file a claim for, right, on their policy. And most insurance companies, they count those claims up. So if you have too many claims on your policy, they can just drop you. And then when you go to another insurance company, what's going to happen? You're going to pay more insurance because of all the claims that you have. So a way to eliminate processing or submitting so many claims on your car is to pretty much have a higher deductible. So let's say most policies, people have a $500 deductible, which means if you were to have if you were to file a claim, you would pay $500. The insurance company would pay the rest, right? So let's say you hit your car on that pole, and you hit your car door on that pole and it damages your car. It could cost probably about maybe $500 to $1,000 to pay for that. I would suggest not filing a claim for that and paying for that repair out of pocket. So, something less than $2,000, which sounds like a whole lot, but if you have a brand new car, you should be able to pay $2,000, okay? Which I'm just me. I'm not trying to be high and mighty, but I'm just thinking if, okay, don't set yourself up for something you can't afford, right? So if you have a brand new car, get the $2,000 deductible. You're going to have a cheaper monthly premium. And if you were to hit something like, say, that pole or something and cause damage to your car, you would pay up to $2,000 of your money to cover that repair versus filing a claim with the insurance company, because it's going to go against you. And a lot of times, even if you have, you file a claim for like needing roadside assistance, for like to get your battery charged, or get a jump, or get a tire change, or get your car towed, those are all claims. Okay. And like I said, a lot of insurance companies will drop you from their insurance. I've seen it. Okay. So stuff like that, I would say, pretty much try to cover that yourself out of pocket. I know a lot of times you can't, but when you get a car and you have a car, it's best to be prepared for the what ifs. Okay, what if something like that was to happen? So I would suggest getting a higher premium that can lower your monthly payment, and that could definitely lower your monthly payment and help you from filing a claim for something little. Because $2,000 compared to $10,000 or $15,000 damage is totally different, and the difference will show in your monthly premium. So, you know, I mean, it's not mandatory. It's definitely something to think about and actually save for, you know. When you know better, you do better. Okay, that's all I'm telling you. I'm just out here to let you know how insurance works, because a lot of times we don't really know. And a lot of people are too afraid to ask these questions. Like, that's what your policy is for. That's what the representative is for. That's what the agent is there for, okay? They are there to provide you with that information that you need to know. So, excuse me, definitely ask the questions that you have. Don't be afraid to do that. And yeah, so I believe that's all I could think of far as those claims and the filing claims. Less is more, okay? Because they will drop you. You know, my company had to drop someone who's been a customer for a very long time, very sweet person. We speak to her, communicate with her a whole lot. At this agency, my other coworkers, they know her. She's so sweet. I've got to meet her so many times, even just talking to her over the phone. But of course she's older, because older people like to know you. They like to come in the office. They don't want to make a payment over the phone. A lot of them like to come in the office. So she's well known, but we had to drop her policy, and that was just sad. It was sad. We had to cancel, not drop, sorry. We had to cancel her policy, and you know, that was heartbreaking, because you want to help people as much as possible. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I have here about that type of coverage for your policy. If you have any questions, please leave me a message in the comment section. I would definitely get back to you. Ask the questions, okay? Ask Coach Hall what you want to know, and I can assist you with those questions, okay? Also, if you are in the state of Texas, send me a message and let me know. All right, and let me do a quote for you for free, okay? Because the quotes are free, and I could definitely assist you there. So yeah, that's it for this video here. Thank you for being a part of my channel. I know it's changed so many times, been so many different things, and you can see the difference in the videos that I have, but I definitely want to make this my go-to for insurance channel. So stay around just to get a little bits of pieces of information that is very useful in your life, okay? Not just mine, is useful in everyone's life. All right, have a wonderful evening. If you believe it or not, I love you guys. All right, peace to you all, and that's Coach Hall. All right, signing out.